And straight into a game. This is our league game against Arsenal. Our form has fallen off of a cliff recently. We now trail Liverpool by 7 points heading into this game at the top of the table. We'll go into that at some point during the game, or I'll show you at half time how we've been playing. But for now, we're going to go straight into this league game, and then we can focus on the most important part of this episode, which is the League Cup final. The team is going to be Albon Lafont in goal, Agu, Anderson, Gerhi, Renan, McTominay, Camavinga, Eze, Elise, Petkovic and Hlozek as the advance forward. I'm trying Petkovic as a Trecatista in this game because I've played him as a deep lying forward, as a complete forward and as an advance forward, and he hasn't scored a goal in about 20 games. Edouard, his form, the same as ours, has fallen off of a cliff. We've got a few injuries in the squad, mainly fringe players, but Tyreek Mitchell misses this game because of injury. And we need to get back to winning ways. Like I said, since the last episode where we moved top of the table on deadline day, just a little side note before I carry on. Benjamin Sesko is injured. He's only played 2 games for Arsenal. He's injured, so we don't get to play against him in this game. We went top of the table on deadline day. And it's fallen apart since then. We got a nice big win over Everton in our next league game. But since then, we lost to Liverpool away. We lost to Everton in the League Cup. We lost to West Ham in the league. And then we struggled to a draw away at Sheffield United. I'll show you properly what happened in those games at some point. But there we go, 1-0 up in the first minute and a half against Arsenal. Adam Hlozek, he's my new advance forward. Eze is going to be on the left. Hlozek is going to be our new advance forward because Mauro Icardi is not the player that I was hoping for. Look, ball over from Elise to Eze. Eze picked out Hlozek. The keeper dived about 10 minutes before the ball got anywhere near him. Icardi has been poor. He scored against Everton. But since then, I've started him. And I think he got a 6.1 in one game. So I gave him another chance and he was poor again. I don't know what happened there, but it looked like they were going to score. So Hlozek's going to be my advance forward. Edouard will be my first choice to play alongside him, but he's been playing poorly, so I've dropped him for this game. You might see him make an appearance off of the bench at some point. But yeah, it's been an absolutely awful run that has seen us go from, we were a point clear at the top of the Premier League with a game in hand. Now, I think we've played a game more. There's Elise and can't get the finish. It's a goal kick. There you go. Look, 28 games each. This will close the gap to 4 points. So level games played, but we're 9 goals behind on goal difference, and we have a 4-point deficit. And that's only if this game stays the same. If Arsenal get an equaliser or go on to win this, then our deficit is more than 4 points. Only a win really is good enough to keep us in the title challenge here. Anything other than a win, and we're not... Oh, I thought they were going to equalise. Poor finish. Anything other than a win, and I will consider us out of the title race. I mean, there's only 10 games left of the season. Anything more than about a 6-7 point gap at this stage is probably too much, especially with a team like Liverpool. And we haven't got to play them either. If we had to play them, it might be different, but we haven't got to play them. Right, it's half time. We are 1-0 up. I'm pleased with that first half. Petkovic 6.4 is not what I want, but we'll give him a little bit of the second half to see if he can improve. I am trying him in a new role for this game. Let's change his role back to a deep lying forward for a bit. while we're winning, I'm not going to shuffle the pack too much. I am going to look at taking off a couple of tired players pretty soon. There's Renan, ball over the top to Eze. Eze finds Klozek, and Klozek. Oh my word. I said Klozek was my new advance forward, but with finishing like that, it might not stay like that for long. Corner from Elise comes in and is cleared. Camavinga retains possession. Forward to Anderson. Gurhey back to Anderson. Passing, trying to find a way through. Klozek, Elise. Through to Petkovic, but that was offside. I'm not even going to jump up and down or celebrate or even say yes there or consider that it might have been a goal because he was clearly offside. Yeah, goal disallowed. Clearly offside. Look, look at him. Look, there's two players offside. You don't need to go to Specsavers to see that he was offside. Eze trying to get there first. Does, but Odegaard tackles him. Need to try and get forward and get a second goal here because this is a perilous position. Agu, Elise. McTominay wins possession, but Arsenal are pressing well here. We're struggling to find a gap, but there's Klozek through to Petkovic, and Petkovic smashes it into... Well, actually, it was saved by the looks of it. I thought he'd smashed it into row Z, but it's gone for a corner. Elise with a corner. And Eze on the line. Gurhey headed it. Eze was there on the line, but was he offside? Yes, he was. And we have our second goal disallowed. That one was a little bit closer than the first. I mean, Elise, Gurhey... That was tight. Right, let's make some subs. Just to run the clock down, if nothing else. Spreer can come on for Elise. Grilic can come on for Camavinga. And Renan seems nervous, so I'm going to bring Adaramola on. And that'll do it for the substitutions. And now all we've got to do is hold on for 3 minutes of stoppage time when Arsenal have got a corner. Anderson heads it clear, but Saka keeps it alive for Arsenal as they look for that equaliser that they get. I said I weren't comfortable. It was a perilous position. I think that's going to rule us out of the title race now, ladies and gents. Poor defending, right at the death. Right. Gurhey there should have moved closer to his man. He stood off of him and Arsenal have equalised. And what was that? Second booker ball for Sebastian Cortez. I thought we were going to actually have a chance to score a goal. He's Petkovic, who hasn't scored for about 4.5 years. Oh, he's hit the bar. There's a 1-1 draw. I mean, it's not a bad result against Arsenal, but our XG was more than double theirs. We had 10 shots on target and only managed the 1 goal. I know we had 2 disallowed, but Petkovic was about 4.5 miles offside. The Eze one was very tight. Even on the replay, when they showed the lines, it was very tight. I couldn't determine whether or not he was offside. So I think we've slightly been robbed there. I feel like we've slightly been robbed. But that's us out of the title race, in my opinion. A 10-goal goal difference swing. 6 points with 10 games to play. I think that's us done. I mean, Tottenham and Chelsea are both only 2 points behind us, both with a game in hand. We have an 8-point gap over Man United in fifth, so Champions League football is a very real possibility for next season. But I think that's the title race over. But we do have the chance of glory. We do have the chance of a trophy because our next game is at Wembley in the EFL Cup final against Manchester City. Done. We've held a team meeting, we've boosted morale, we've picked our side, and all we can do now is hope for a great performance. The team to take on Manchester City in the Carabao Cup final at Wembley is Lafont in goal, Agu, Anderson, Gurhey, Mitchell, McTominay, Camavinga, Elise, Eze, Edouard and Klozek. If you noticed, I brought Edouard back into the team from the last game and I'm playing with 2 advanced forwards. Normally I play with 1 advanced forward and a deep line, but that hasn't been working for me. It worked earlier on in the season, hasn't worked recently. So I'm bringing Edouard back in. He's been playing poorly as a deep line. Let's go with 2 advanced forwards and see how it goes. If it isn't working in the first half, we can always change it. Manchester City managed by Jason Wilcox, I presume on a temporary basis. I haven't looked at their situation regarding managers or whatever, but they're well out of the title race. I think they're in like 7th. They might be 5th, but anyway, they're out of the title race. But they're so dangerous. Like Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling, Phil Foden, Gabriel Jesus, Bernardo Silva, Rodri. They've got some fantastic players. They're that good that they can put Jude Bellingham on the bench. But this is 90 minutes. Man City have knocked us out of the League Cup before. But let's take it all in. Breathe it in, boys. And let's go and win our first trophy. Although Man City are going to look to get on the attack early here. Eze over the top. Klozek through 1-on-1 with a goalkeeper. And that is 1-0. Although the referee looks like he might be about to disallow it. It's awarded. Yes. Dream start. Gurhey picking up possession. Edouard to Eze. Eze, ball over the top. Klozek was clearly onside. 1-on-1 with a goalkeeper. And that is Manchester City 0, Crystal Palace 1. Whew. Might need to calm down a little bit. There's a long, long time to go in this game to get too excited right now. And here's City on the attack. Pedro Porro with a free kick. Anderson clears it to Klozek. Couldn't beat his man though. Harry Kane crosses it. Gurhey to McTominay. Play around with it in the box a little bit, but we've got the ball clear. It's fallen to Eze again. Eze, can he pick out a player? Can he pick out a decent pass? It goes back to Mitchell. Mitchell goes all the way back to Gurhey. McTominay. Klozek. Elise. Goes backwards again. Camavinga. No, Eze's picked up the ball. Edouard. Camavinga again. We can't get through the defence. Camavinga. Klozek. 2-0. The referee's put his arm up again every single time a goal's scored. He puts his arm up, and I don't know. Yes! Get in! It's 2-0! We could be about to win our first trophy at Crystal Palace. Klozek broke through. I think Edouard was offside, but he went the other way. Klozek beat his man. If we have a look at the tight offside, yeah, Edouard was, Klozek wasn't. Edouard ran away from the ball though. So it's Klozek has got on the end of it, and the big player has come up trumps on the big occasion here. But we all know that 2-0 in Football Manager is a dodgy scoreline. We've thrown it away enough before. And Man City are going to look to come and hammer down our door. But we've defended that well. Camavinga looking to release Lozek again, but Laporte cuts it out. And now Man City are going to come and knock on the door again. Kane to Jesus, and Jesus has lifted it over the bar. My heart dropped a little bit then. Heart dropped. The sphincter was going like that. McTominay tries to get the cross in, but it's cleared. And with the players that Man City have got, I don't think I'd be confident even if we were 5-0 up. There's Rodrigo over the top to Sterling. I thought we were giving away a penalty then. I really thought that was a foul on Harry Kane. But we've gotten away with that, I think. Agu, Elise, McTominay, Klozek, Elise. All he's got to do is find a decent cross. McTominay does find a cross, and Camavinga 3-0. Although every single goal that goes in, the referee stands there with his arm up. The goal's been awarded. We're 3-0 up. We definitely got away with one in our own area a minute ago. Elise McTominay's cross, Camavinga rises above everyone, heads it in, and we are 3-0 up against Manchester City. And I think that the drop in form recently in the league and in the FA Cup game was because the players have one eye on this game. This was the key game, I think, for the team. So over the top, Phil Foden has pulled one back. And if we throw away a 3-0 lead and end up losing this game, I don't think I'll play it again. I'm just putting that out there. I don't think I'll be able to. Will I be able to pick myself up if we throw away a 3-goal lead in a League Cup final? It's been an amazing first 45. Can we add a fourth right on the stroke of half time? Michael Elise. Oh, he's still got the ball alive. Can he get a cross in? He does get a cross in, but it goes all the way to Eze. And it's out. The ball's out for a Man City throw. It's the end of that highlight and the end of the half. And I thought that we were going to come here and get battered. That's what I really thought. I truly believe we were going to come here and get battered. We've had less of the possession. We've had less shots on goal. Our XG is exactly the same. But thanks to 2 goals from Adam Plozek and a header from Camavinga, we are 3-1 up. But going into the second half, with only a 2-goal advantage over a Manchester City team that are full of quality, world-class players, there's still a chance we throw this away. There's still a chance that it all goes tits up. And City are going to look to get this second half started in a positive fashion. Phil Foden breaks through our defence again, and McTominay fouls him. That's a penalty. Man City, 8 minutes into the second half, are going to have a chance to close the gap to a 1-goal deficit here. Penalty awarded. It was clearly a foul. And unless Auban Lafont can save from Harry Kane, we're going to only have a goal advantage, and he can't. Harry Kane scores. It's 3-2, and we're going to throw away a 3-0 lead in the League Cup final. Right, let's make a couple of substitutions. We've got tired legs out there. The whole defence is nervous. I'm going to take McTominay off for Manswerk because he is knackered and he's just given away a free kick. A penalty, not a free kick. Odds on Edouard. He's still playing quite poorly. Tyrant Mitchell's playing awful. So I'm going to bring Renan on for Mitchell. There's the 2 changes now. I'm going to shout a bit of encouragement to the team, but it's going to be too late because City, it's gone over the top. I thought they were about to equalise. Shout some encouragement, try and boost the morale. With winning, they've just killed their morale. I've shouted encouragement just to try and boost the players. And their morale's gone down. But Elise, Manswerk, Agu, Camavinga. Can we find a way through and add a fourth? Adam Plozek, Edouard, Elise. Oh, Ederson makes a save. Elise could have wrapped it all up then. Phil Foden's through, but straight into the arms of Lafont. I need a chance to shout something else again. A nervous defence is going to make mistakes. It's Sterling. Kane. Foden. Puts his shot wide of the goal. We are living dangerously here. I'm going to tell him to calm down. Is that going to help? Or is their morale going to get full? Is their morale going to fall anymore? Eze gets the ball across. Slozek! Yes! And this time, the referee doesn't raise his arm. There is no appealing for offside. Adam Plozek gets his hat-trick. Renan over the top. Eze beats his man. Low cross to Plozek. Plozek unmarked. Not a chance that he missed that. And we are 4-2 up as we approach the dying seconds of this game. Two minutes of stoppage time to go. I don't think Man City have enough time to get back into this, even if they scored now. Lafont clears it. Edouard goes for the flick on. Renan back to Lafont. Cleared again. Michael Elise on the right. Beats his man. Over the top to Plozek. And Plozek scores again. Adam Plozek, I absolutely love you. He's 4th of the game. The 5th for Crystal Palace. And we are 5-2 up. Elise beats his man. Flicks it over the top. Plozek gets there before the keeper. Scores at a tight angle. And it has to be a 10 out of 10 performance from Adam Plozek. We have won the EFL Cup, our first trophy since taking over as Crystal Palace manager. There I am. There are the players. There's the captain. And there is the trophy. We have won the League Cup. And it's the first bit of silverware in our Selhurst Success Story. I was extremely nervous there. Even when we went 3-0 up, we conceded a goal and it looked like we were going to throw it away. Then we gave away a penalty. It was 3-2. Man City were knocking on the door. They couldn't find the equaliser. And Adam Plozek has punished them late on in the game. 10 out of 10 performance. Elise 7.7, Eze 8.3, Edouard 7.4. The defence wasn't great. 6.7, 6.9. I mean, 6.9 isn't that bad. The font only a 6.7. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We could have had a player there who've got a 5.1. But we have just won our first trophy with outstretched arms. You did it. Enjoy the celebrations, and we worked hard for this moment. And we may have given up our title run. We may have given up our title challenge, but we've won a trophy. It might only be the League Cup. It might only be the League Cup, and a lot of people are going to say it's just a Mickey Mouse Cup or whatever, but it's our first ever trophy. And I'm going to savour that. Because it was a fantastic performance. It's our first trophy in our Selhurst Success Story. And the fact that we are now 6 points off the top of the table doesn't really matter. We're still challenging for the Champions League. I said that this season I will be happy with a deep run in a cup competition and a top 6 finish. And I think we're going to do that, regardless of what happens to the rest of the season. We've won a cup and we should finish in the top 6. So I'm going to go and celebrate. I hope you enjoyed that episode as much as I did. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell to know when future videos are released. There will be another video towards the end of this season. We'll see how we go. Hopefully we can get back in the title race, but I think it's over. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to... I can't even talk properly. I'm going to say goodbye. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.